What's up, Mr. fucking Desert Dime?
I was gonna try to leave some mystery to where we are today, but there's no way you cannot know where we're at just by the sounds in the background. What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are in Perris, California at Perris MX. It is a dirt bike track here in Perris, California, and the reason we're out here is because the bike is back, everybody. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I had a dirt bike, and you know that I recently sold the dirt bike a few months ago to this gentleman over here, who we will meet in a second. So I thought it would be fun to just come out, catch up with the bike, catch up with the guy who bought the bike, and kind of see what he's done to it, and see him rip a track, something that I never had the courage or the time to do. So I think it's fun to see what I've been missing out on. Alright, so after he got a few warm-up laps in, we can finally talk to him and see what he's done to the bike, and you guys can actually meet the guy who bought my bike, what, like 2 months ago? 3 months ago? Everybody, this is Jason.
Hey guys.
He bought Loud People. It's like the 5th time that guy's ridden by in a matter of 2 minutes. Alright, so this is Jason. He's the guy who bought my bike about 3 months ago. We'll throw the video up, throw a little card up so you can see that. And well, first and foremost, how do you like the bike so far?
It's great. So everyone I talked to was like, buy brand new, right? But I'm like, I don't got like 11 grand on me to spend on a brand new bike. So I hit up Facebook Marketplace trying to find Hondas, and I found this one. Take a look at it, and it was like everything I needed, honestly. There was nothing really wrong with it other than just like a few minor things that we talked about in his last video. But the bike runs, so that's all that really counted, because I've never ridden a dirt bike before and I wanted to get into it for years. In terms of things that I've done to it, mainly the wheels, because the old set had like a little flat spot on the front wheel. It was like right at the top, like it would like
they had some like
right here a little bit, and then,
some gnarly dents in them from rocks.
Dents, and then like it was kind of bowed a little too. I don't know if that was because of the flat spot. So I did the Excel, the Takasagos. They were like, I think they were like $1,200, which is not bad at all. And then I went with some Dunlops, the MX33s. Because I mean, I'm gonna be doing trail too, but I'm doing mainly track, so I figured might as well get some like more track geared tires, you know. And then I did front and rear sprocket, and then I got a new chain also, which I got like the most expensive one, dude. I probably didn't need it, but the guy was like selling me on it. I'm like, screw it. He's like, as long as you take care of it, it'll last you a long time. So every time I wash the bike, I'll like scrub it. And I got some like chain cleaner that actually works pretty well. I don't remember the company. I think it's Motul actually. Other than that, everything, I mean, there are like little things that I want to do. So this bolt was missing, and I didn't think of anything of it at first until I realized that oil seeps out of this crack. So I couldn't find this bolt, so I bought this one from Home Depot, but it doesn't really fit. It goes to like right here. So like you can see a tiny bit, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's like a tad bit that still leaks.
What I think's really weird is, like, I never noticed that this was missing. Like, even thinking back right now, I can't even imagine it missing.
Yeah.
But I do recall that there would be a shit ton of oil buildup right here, and I never knew why, but I don't know why I would have never noticed that bolt missing. That's like a crucial, that's a crucial bolt.
So as of now, I just got that little one because like it's hard to find bolts. They have like a bolt kit for the bike, but it's like $80, and I just haven't gotten around to buying it yet. I just got a graphics kit for it, so.
Well, you also got the new seat cover too, because I had, what was it, just black before?
It was just black,
Just plain black. So you got the seat cover, the gas tank cap.
That's pretty much it. I'm gonna rebuild your old 250 fork, because this 451 has like 26 clicks up and down, and this one only has like 19, so I can't really match it. I'm not riding super hard or anything, so I don't know if I'll it doesn't matter honestly for my skill level, but I'm kind of anal with that kind of stuff, so it would be nice to be able to get the same amount of clicks on each side. And then I also think I'm gonna replace that spring in the rear, because I did my sag, it was a little off, and I think the recommended race sag for this bike is like 105,
Yeah.
but it's like 107. So I was like, I don't even really need to screw with it. But nice bike.
Just from this conversation alone, I've noticed like the subtle but also big differences in like a track and a desert. Because like you're saying, you're like, I can't fine tune the shocks.
Yeah.
And same goes for like the dents in the wheels. I think like out there it's so rough,
Yeah, you don't
compared
really
to a track that I never really noticed
Yeah.
a problem. Like I knew it was there and I knew it was probably playing a factor,
Yeah.
but I mean, with all the rocks, all the ruts and everything I'm hitting, I don't really notice it as much as I'm assuming you do on like a groomed track.
Yeah, and another thing too, actually, so this rear wheel, when I was riding with my dad, he noticed that it would go like this.
Yeah.
So that it had like a bend in it, and that attributed to me not being able to like fully get my chain to the point where it was like the 3-finger whatever.
Yeah.
So it would be like nice in one spot, and then I'd spin the wheel and it'd be like as tight as like I couldn't even stick one finger in it. So I think because I did some research and people were saying if the wheel is bent and if the sprocket is a tad like bent, like a nut hair is bent, it will affect like what like the chain in terms of not being able to be fully, like let's say loose or tight,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense. So there was like weird tight spots that I couldn't figure out how to, like I would try to like loosen it where the tight spot was, but it didn't really work. So I'm like, new sprocket, new front sprocket wheels, and then it fixed it. So, and then the rear wheel just looks fat and it looks nice.
I mean, just from this conversation alone, I'm glad that I sold it to you now.
Yeah.
Like in that conversation we had when you bought it, there were like 5, 7 other people looking to buy it, but it seems like you truly are taking care of it a lot more than I ever did.
Yeah.
And I feel like I took decent care of it at least.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to wash it tonight probably because it's gonna be dark by the time we get home. But
I mean, it's like maintenance-wise. Aside from washing, like you were even saying that there was like some problems with the tip of the exhaust coming off. So you
rivets. I did that. I sanded this. There was like scratches.
Oh yeah, that's
nice. I mainly did it so the graphics could stick nicely.
Yeah.
So I just got like everything smoothed out. I was gonna get new plastics, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna throw the graphics on, so you know it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But
well, I gotta say, man, you're crazy for wanting to come ride 95-degree weather. You picked like one of the hottest days in one of the hottest cities in Southern California.
The worst day possible. It was like my car said 100 on the way here.
Well, we'll rig you up with a GoPro and we'll get some shots in. I'll walk around the track.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, so
We'll see what we can get going here.
Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway is a nice range. 'Cause I grind through the grind like white pain. You never hear the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Build a seed with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, sit alone, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter.
Dude, we didn't know where he went, and we come around the hill, and somebody's just laid out getting some sort of medical attention right now. We'll ask him what happened. He's right behind him. He probably got a front row seat to it. Maybe the GoPro got it. Ooh. So you weren't behind that kid when he wiped out?
No, I didn't see what happened.
Dude, I thought the GoPro would have caught it, and then I looked at it, and it's...
Was it down the whole time?
I don't know about the whole time, but when that accident happened, yeah.
Every time
I think it's just too top heavy. Like when you land, it probably just goes like. All right. If you had to give any advice to anybody who wants to start riding track, because you're fairly new, right? You in what, 3 months? 2 months?
Yeah, like 3.
3 months.
Well, I've only ridden like 6, 7 times, 8 times maybe.
Yeah, so you're still fairly new, so you can give like a perspective of someone who's new but has done it, you know?
When you're coming to jumps, just pin it.
One of my regrets before I sold the bike is that I never took it to a track. Like I always talked about doing it, and I never did it. And now I'm sad.
When I bought it, you remember when I was like, I'm probably gonna do trail riding?
Yeah.
And that was like what I was going for. And then I took it to the track once, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna stick with this for now. I don't know. It's because a lot of the trails, they're far. So like, this is closer, and it's pretty fun. It's just something that I think if you have a mountain biking background too, that helps in terms of like bike control. But it's honestly not that hard to pick up. Like everyone says, the more seat time, the better you get.
Yeah.
So if it's like something that you want to start, I would just try to ride as much as you can, and like don't let the jumps scare you, and try hitting them. It's like one of those things where like you're gonna fall at some. It's not if you're gonna fall, it's when you're gonna fall. So just like accept the fact that you're probably gonna eat it at some point, and I think that'll make you a better rider. Just go for it.
Go
Do
for it.
Yeah. Oh, and shout out Chili Picante Corn Nuts.
Are you sponsored already? 3 months in, sponsored by Corn Nuts. Dude, that's gnarly. A little kid on what is that? 1
KTM, look like 85 or 65.
No shot, dude. He just gapped that whole thing. He gapped the whole thing. He's on race fuel though. He decided he wanted to go at least try to just roll this course. He's sitting up on the hill over there waiting to go on. Oh, he's going for it. He wanted to try to roll the Supercross course, but there's so many like gnarly riders out right now that are hitting it so clean that he doesn't want to like mess up their lines or anything. He's doing it. He's up there. Oh, he stalled out. All right, we're back in action, baby. Let's go. Roll that course. Got this, man. Hit that shit. I give it to the bucket? Oh, he's calling it quits. Tapping out. Yeah, I would too. He made it like halfway. Huh?
The ruts are so big. They're like this deep. I got stuck in them.
Oh, the ruts are deep.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, you gave it a try. That's all you could do.
I should have gone for the full lap though, huh?
You got halfway.
Yeah, I got half.
All right, man, we're gonna head out. It's nice to see that you're loving the bike. We'll have to catch up again. Oh, maybe in the desert? Desert next time?
I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.